Rayman 3, the sequel that nobody asked for. Well, I don't know everyone else, but I certainly didn't ask for it. Rayman 2 was one of the best games of its generation, something really hard to improve on, so the sequel needed to be special if it wanted to be worth it. So let's take a look at it. This is Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc Years Later. I'm not gonna lie, I've never played this game before, so this was the first time for me. The first thing I realized while playing this game is the change in tone. The first contact with the game is the cinematic that looks like a poorly put together movie trailer. The rock music plays showing all these action scenes put together without any kind of cohesion. The intention is to make the game look cool, and that is precisely the tone of the game. Gone are the fantastic and mystic elements for the other two previous games. This time the game is a little bit more modern, but sadly that just makes it more mundane. There are still some interesting looking environments, but nothing like Bandland in the first Rayman or the sanctuaries in Rayman 2. Forest, a swamp, a cave, all pretty normal or pretty boring. They knew the environments were not interesting, so they tried to compensate by making the characters funnier. And they failed. Miserably. Saying they sacrificed characterization for comedy, it is an understatement. The characters are jokes, and even worse, those jokes are not funny. We end up in the situations where the dramatic moments are underwhelming because none of the characters take anything seriously and the jokes are bad. So the result is a painful experience through and through. Especially Glowbox, they make him a downright idiot, like one of the guys from Dumb and Dumber without the fun. Even when he's not talking, he finds a way of ruining a moment that could be good. That is a common. All the characters established on Rayman 2 are either gone or so changed that they don't resemble their old self. Even Rayman himself has this I'm too cool to care attitude, and it's not really that engaging. Well, to be fair, the story is just stupid, so I find it hard to care. I could talk more about it, but just thinking about it makes me sigh in disappointment. That was bad. Pretty bad. This is a complete departure for what we knew, even gameplay. That doesn't have to be something bad per se, but they really screwed up this time. The last two games were platformers with action elements in them. This one is an action game, but platforming takes a back seat. They try to trick you into thinking that platforming have a more important role in the game, but these sections are just ornaments. This is just another action game, and as an action game, it is really bland. There is only one enemy type that is faced in only one way, every time. The gameplay is so thin that it gets repetitive really fast. There are sections when the game tries to add some variety to it. For example, this one where you get small and have to ride one of your shoes. This one is a really good idea. Open the game to so many possibilities. But what happened in these sections? Just nothing. You pursued your other shoes, hit a couple of times, and just keep playing like nothing happened. And this is a constant in this game. Good ideas thrown randomly around the levels without any kind of thought. My point is, if you want to make an action game, at least try to make sure the combat is engaging. This one is just mediocre from beginning to end. The story is stupid, the characters are stupid, and the gameplay is boring and repetitive. Even other bad games like Enter the Dragonfly give me more to think about. This is just one shallow mediocrity exercise. It has no depth in any aspect. I will admit that the game do pick up the pace a little as it goes on. After introducing the narrator, the game is a little more interesting, but it's just not enough. It is not challenging as the first one or as dynamic as the second one. So, is there anything remarkable in it? No, just no. I've never played this game before, and now that I played it, I regret it with all my heart, because now I know there is a bad Rayman game out there, and that makes me sad. Really sad. Next time, some video games years later, we'll continue to look at Ubisoft grain IPs with the Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, the precursors to Assassin's Creed, and one of my favorites of all time. If you like what you see, please subscribe, give it a like, leave a comment, and share all the love we have here at the Tribial Game Show. Don't be a stranger, and see you next time.